Hello everyone, welcome to AKS main Shikshana-FREE initiative. This is Santosh Koka. How are you all? I hope you are all doing well and all writing good answers regularly. So thank you very much. Today we will discuss one question regarding environment. So that is question for 25th July 2024. Analyze the role of sustainable development goals in environmental protection. Discuss the challenges in balancing development and environmental conservation in India. So here after reading the question, we need to follow our 3 steps strategy, small and simple and smart technique, right? First step is question reading. Here we need to spend at least 1 minute to read the question entirely. So in this step, we need to first identify what is the topic. Here the topic is environmental protection related to our sustainable development goals, right? So that is the topic, and also we need to identify how many parts are there in the question. 2 parts are there. First is role of sustainable development goals in environmental protection, and also discuss the challenges in balancing development and environmental conservation in India especially, right? So how many question tags are there? First one is analyze and second one is discuss, right? So analyze means we need to give some important recent facts and examples to justify our important points, right? That is the meaning of analyze. And also discuss means here we need to give some positives. Already we will be discussing some significant part of sustainable development goals here. So then no need to give positives. Then negatives. Negatives means already mentioned in the challenges as the problems or issues. That is negative factor. So we need to give some finally needed measures, right? Needed measures is important, right? So these are the important keywords or question tags. Already we have done or we have discussed in a separate video regarding the 15 most important question tags. Please check it. Okay, so let's start our second part. So before taking the second part, so in the first part, another important step or rule is identify the important keywords. Role is the important keyword here, and also balancing or discuss the challenges. Challenges is the important keyword. So we need to identify question tags and also as well as keywords here, right? Second important step is our brainstorming. Here we need to recall our important aspects related to our topic. So what is the topic? Sustainable development. We should at least know important information regarding the sustainable or particular topic before writing our answer. Here brainstorming means we need to recall certain important information and also recent relevant examples, right? Here what are the sustainable development goals? We need to define them, and also we need to recall our definition, a standard definition, and also we have total 17 goals we need to remember. We can write at least 4 to 5 in this particular answer. So out of all we need to remember or we need to include what are the important India's initiatives here, right? What are the important initiatives? Yes, national action plan regarding the climate change also we need to write. So and also we need to write entire world or universal related. We have Paris Climate Agreement, and also we have some important significance of the recent trends. Okay, so next part is presenting the answer. Here we need to write our answer. So with regarding or including presentation part. What is the presentation part? Here we can include some flowcharts here. Other than that we can't do anything because it is not geography part or particularly economic part or something, right? We can include just flowcharts regarding the sustainable development goals or something, right? So in the presentation part, we can complete this particular answer in a 6 minutes if we follow these 2 steps, spending 2 minutes. That is the important case here. So let's start our approach for this question. So first introduction, we need to write a decent introduction, then only we can attract our examiner. So here first need to start with the importance of environmental protection in the context of current affairs, right? What is the topic? Especially environmental protection is the major asset here, right? Important topic here, right? Other than that, sustainable development goals is the major key role, right? So here at least we need to recall our recent important issues here. For instance, we have United Nations Environmental Programs to 2023 emissions gap report, right? EZR. So it underscores the need for urgent climate action to bridge the gap between current emissions and the goals of the Paris Agreement. That is the very important recent relevant example. So in this context, sustainable development goals play a pivotal role in driving environmental protection efforts, not only in India, entire worldwide. We need to connect these type of sentences here. So next report that highlights the urgency of sustainable development. So already we have included this report here, right? Emissions gap report, emission gap report. That is the important decent introduction here. So other than that, we can include some important sustainable development goals here. Overall, we have 17. No need to write all the 17. Just mention some important related to environmental protection as a flowchart, right? Okay. So next, coming to our body part. So first important keyword we need to address is role of sustainable development goals. Here also we need to address these analyze question tag, right? We need to point out of regarding analyze question tag. Also we need to include different examples and facts here. So let's start our first body part important issue, role of SDGs in environmental protection. So here I have taken 3 important related to environmental protection. So SDG 13 is related to climate action here. So that calls for urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. So initiatives regarding our India's, we have National Action Plan on Climate Change, right? So aligned with this goal. So it is aiming to promote sustainable development while addressing climate change, right? So we need to include these type of programs or initiatives or campaigns. Okay. So next, SDG 14 is related to life below water, right? Here, this aims to conserve and sustainably use our oceans or seas and marine resources. Very, very important. So programs such as we have Sagarmala project, right? Sagarmala projects that focuses on the sustainable development of India's coastal and marine ecosystems. That is the important keyword here we need to include. And also SDG 15 is related to life on land. Here it seeks to protect, restore and report or promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, manage forests and all, right? Here combat desertification and halt biodiversity loss, right? Here we can include our India's National Biodiversity Action Plan, right? For every point we need to include some important example or recent facts, right? That is the main goal for us. It aligns with the goal aiming to preserve our rich biodiversity, especially in India, right? So this is the role part of in the first part of the question. Next we can include our second part, that is challenges. Already here regarding our question tag discuss, already mentioned some positives in the first part as the role of sustainable development goals, right? So next part we can continue with our challenges as a negative aspect, right? Regarding our discuss question tag, right? Challenges in balancing development and environmental conservation in India. So here I'm using only whatever in the question keywords mentioned in the question, right? That is good approach here. We need to follow this. We need to respect our we need to give some important inputs to the examiner, right? Here, so rapid urbanization and industrialization is one important thing here. So rapid urbanization, here we need to focus on this balancing development, right? So many are writing answers regarding just mentioning as challenges, right? Challenges in balancing development and also environmental conservation in India, right? In India is very, very important keyword also here, right? So some aspirants are including some points regarding entire world oriented. That is not correct here. We need to address each and every part or each and every keyword that was mentioned in the question, right? So first thing is rapid urbanization and industrialization. This is very critical in balancing our development as usual, as well as environmental conservation, right? So the push for economic growth has led to increased urbanization and industrialization, right? So for example, we can include Delhi Mumbai industrial corridor or something, right? We can include, it aims to boost industrial growth, but significantly poses environmental risks. That is main important thing, right? Next, deforestation and biodiversity loss. Here, whatever we have, deforestation. Afforestation means we need to we can gain our forest cover, right? We can increase our forest cover, but deforestation. So in the development point of view, we are cutting the trees and all, right? That is the case here. And also development, in the development context, we are cutting the trees. At the same time, the loss of biodiversity is happening. That is interconnecting here. So large scale deforestation for agricultural expansion or mining infrastructure, etc., is happening, right? Main threats to our India's biodiversity. So here reports indicate that India loses about 1.6 million hectares, right? Hectares of forest cover every year. That is very, very important here. We need to include these type of important facts. And also next one, pollution, air or water or soil pollution are major concerns regarding this, right? Development and also environmental conservation. Here we can include our Central Pollution Control Board reports, right? That major Indian cities consistently fail to meet our air quality standards. That is very important thing. Next, climate change vulnerability. Here, India is highly vulnerable to our climate change impacts such as extreme weather conditions. Recently, we have seen heat waves also, right? So the Global Climate Risk Index, ranks India among top 10 countries most affected by climate change. That is very important. India is in the top 10 countries, right? These type of relevant examples are relevant important reports or indices we need to include, right? So next part is we need to give some solutions for the particular problems or issues, right? So needed measures are very important here. Strengthening environmental regulations is the first important. Enforce strict environmental regulations to ensure sustainable development practices. Here we can include NGT, National Green Tribunal, or we have environmental impact assessment, right? We need to include these type of acts or particular policies or something, right? Promoting renewable energy, right? Here we have already International Solar Alliance is the major important steps in this right direction, right? So we need to include that. Next is sustainable urban planning. We have smart city plan is there, right? Smart city plan. So these type of initiatives should incorporate green infrastructure and sustainable practices here, right? Next, community participation, right? Programs like joint forest management, right, have shown success in involving community in forest conservation in India. So these type of engaging local communities in conservation efforts and promote it will promote sustainable livelihoods also, right? Next, research and development is very important. Next important needed measure. So our government need to invest in research and development for sustainable technologies and practices here. So here innovation in areas such as waste management, water conservation, or sustainable agriculture will lead to significant contribution to the environmental protection. That is need to be in our mind. So next we need to conclude with a small conclusion part, that is 1 to 1.5 futuristic note, right? So here we can conclude like our commitment or India's commitment to SDGs not only ensures our environmental protection only, but also promotes economic growth or social well-being, right? That is we can include here. Or integrating sustainable development goals into our national policies and practices is also crucial for sustainable development, or achieving a balance between development and environmental conservation. We can write those sentences. just sentences regarding our future generations, right? We need to connect with that. Okay, this is the best approach regarding this question. So next, let's see today's important answer written by Shishidhar Reddy. So recent project of Great Nicobar development project involved in 9 lakh felling of trees, etc. development versus environmental protection debate. Right, very good introduction related to our topic. Right. Next, he has included one definition regarding sustainable development also here. So we need to focus on that. Our strategy is CA introduction plus static. Please keep into your minds. So first start with CA introduction, then add. So many aspirants are forgetting this static part. So we need to give some at least 2 to 3 sentences regarding our background topic of the background, right? Background of the topic. So next, role of sustainable development he has included in a flowchart. Very good. So concept mooted in this is also regarding our background part, ending millennium development goals in 2015. So at least we need to provide information like there are total 17 SDG goals are there when it was started 2015, the timeline 2030, right? Those facts are very important. We are missing these type of facts. Okay. So next role, sustainable development promotes our optimal use of resources. First one regarding he has included 2 important goals here, and also promotes technological alternatives towards green growth. Very good. Here each and every point he has included some goals. Stress on environmental balance, climate action we have 13, pushes human development in align with environment, SDG 3, 6, 8. Very good. So next, challenges, coming to challenges, lack of funds in climate resilient intro, and also diversion of underutilization of CAMPA rules. Also we have example already taken, Great Nicobar project tree plantation in Haryana, and also so strategic needs also very important, nuclear projects in Kalpakkam recently we have seen in the news, right? India being developing country has economic goals and necessities, right? Example to 2024 seen peak summers also recently we have we can include this type of issues as heat waves, right? Very good example this is. So lack of awareness, stubble burning in Punjab especially, this is every year we are seeing, right? Need of resources also very important here, right? Mineral projects in tribal regions, etc. Here measures included NGT, and also we have measures like green crackers and etc. Forest Act something, tracking CAMPA, and also exploring greener alternatives, right? Example solar wind, right? Here we can include these type of issues with reflecting our examples, International Solar Alliance, or we have environmental impact assessment, right? These type of important issues or important policies need to be included, right? By embracing 4P principle, that is peace, prosperity for people and planet, path, that is SDG and Article 21 can be achieved, right? Very good. So here he has included some principle type of connectivity to the conclusion. Very good. So out of all the answer, important aspects of the answer, we can conclude that good introduction he has given, and also included one important flowchart, and also he has included all the important SDG goals here and there, and also challenges also given, some important recent we have national action plan on climate change we need to include that. Very important that all these measures are, we have Sagarmala project, right? Sagarmala project or International Solar Alliance already we have discussed here. Global, some reports needed to be included here, like Global Climate Risk Index, or we have seen in the first explanation part, in emission gap report also, right? These type of reports also need to be given here, right? Okay. Anyhow, good example as written by Shishidhar Reddy. Good, keep it up. Here, some clumsy is seen here, right? We need to focus on this. So you can use your space here. So here you are writing very clearly and giving space, so much space. You can use this space, or here you can use this. Okay, here you can draw a flowchart. Here you can take a definition part and then concept, right? So we need to focus on how to manage our space also here, writing our particular points in a particular place. We have only 2 pages space, right? We need to focus on that. So anyhow, here we can give 6 out of 10 marks here. Very good answer. So keep it up. So next, for mains questions regarding main section of free initiative, 26 July 2024, that is day 27. Analyze the role of women in the Indian freedom struggle, discuss their contributions and the impact on the overall movement. So that is related to our modern history. Very, very important question. So role of women is very, very regular question, but I personally included this particular part, especially discuss their contributions and the impact on the overall movement, right? Very, very important part. So compulsory, they will ask in the upcoming examinations, whether it is UPSC or tspsc or APSc, focus on that. Upload your particular answers, scanned copies in the assignment section of AKS app. Related information kept in the video description. Please check it. Okay. Thank you very much. All the very best.